Welcome to Behavioral Interventions with
Lelania,
Megan, Rachel,
Taryn.
Welcome to our video on behavioral interventions. Today we'll be showing you different types of behaviors and different interventions in which you can use in your classroom to help with those behaviors. But first, before we get started on the video, we must ask the question, what is the difference between a disorder or a disability and behavior?
This student has autism. The student begins by lining up objects by size and in a straight line. The student now walks on her tiptoes to help her concentrate. As the students are playing with the blocks, the student wanted one certain block, but another was playing with it. So the student's reaction was to throw a giant temper tantrum. These can be distracting in the classroom because they get the other students off task. Some interventions you can do is first place pillows on top of their bodies to make them feel more grounded. Another is having a trampoline in the back of the classroom to get the jitters out.
This student has ADHD. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder is considered a psychiatric disorder with symptoms occurring before age 7. It is not one of the disabilities categorized in IDEA. For some students with ADHD, inattention is the primary symptom. These students might skip important parts of assignments, may appear to be daydreaming, and are generally forgetful. She begins to lose attention in her toy and becomes uninterested in it. She impulsively interrupts the other students' games by pushing over the blocks. She runs over to the meal while distracting others. Another group of students with ADHD have primary symptoms of hyperactivity. These students tap their desk and wiggle in their seats. They have high amounts of movement and are impulsive. The student loses attention while reading a book. She starts to tap her pen on the desk, distracting all of the students around her. The intervention we used was teacher monitoring. The teacher was walking around the room, keeping all of the students on task. The intervention we used was using a stress ball to help the student pay attention. The student can better focus and still be moving something with her hands, but are not distracting her fellow students.
This is an example of a student with emotional and behavioral issues. She doesn't have a specific learning disability, but she is capable of learning. There are two types of behavioral characteristics. The first example is internalized behavior, in which it is challenging for her to build and maintain relationships. The second example is through externalized behavior, in which it is easy for her to act out and become aggressive. The positive behavior intervention support we came up with was building a one-on-one open relationship with the teacher. Notice how the teacher is open and responsive to the student's emotions.
Here we have Brianne, a child who struggles with a social disorder. She speaks out of turn and often interrupts the class discussions with random stories. She simply doesn't know how to handle herself in social situations. Her lack of skills in this area creates a distraction for her fellow classmates and causes her teacher's patience to run low. She doesn't do it on purpose and needs help. A possible intervention for her is one-on-one communication with her teacher, explaining to her the importance of following class rules and being quiet when the situations permit. With the teacher taking the time to explain things in a way to make the most sense to her, this will benefit her with better communication and will help her to create friendships and to feel more comfortable in the environment she is in.
Speech and language disorders encompass a wide range of conditions. This is used to refer to all the disorders that can occur within this disability category. Speech and language disorders can also be known as communication disorders. Some disorders in this term are stuttering, impaired articulation, language impairment, and a voice impairment. Speech-language disorders have a great impact on all aspects of students' lives, including their academic performance, relationships with peers and teachers, and interactions with family and community. In this scene, a child's learning is affected by stuttering. Young children who can't express their needs in words sometimes resort to inappropriate behaviors, but in this scenario, this child is rather frustrated with her performance. Students can receive interventions inside the class or outside. Students can also work with a speech pathologist to meet the child's needs. Speech pathologists should also meet with the child's educator to solve the potential problems.
Thank you for watching our video today. We hope that you will take what we have taught you and what you have learned from each other into your future classrooms, where you will be able to make the most of the difference in this life and for the life to come.
Bye!
Peace and love!
Ciao! See ya!